76,000 blocks, 24 hours in the making, one small Joffrey, and the result is this massive Warhammer 40k battleship. I will show you the whole building process in survival Minecraft, and at the end of the video we will surprise Saphirade with this huge building and ask her to edit a b-roll that we will show at the end of this video. All the way back in August, Tsutsumi, one of the players here on the Subscribers SMP, asked me for help on a huge build. He wanted to build a Warhammer 40k battleship for a long time, but this project is just too big for one person only. And since Saphirade and I were looking for a backdrop to our base anyways, I was glad to help. Tsutsumi and I picked a place west from my base and we both started planning. And since the ship was going to be almost at build height, the first thing to do was an elevator. The water elevator is built up, so now let's build the first layers of the ship. With the bottom layers done, you can pretty nicely imagine how big this thing will be. This whole ship is made out of 76,000 items, and that's just the outer shell, so less talking, more building. This starts to look so incredibly epic. And don't worry, those cannons here are not just only decoration. And Tatsumi already started working on the interior. He also explained me his ideas for the engines for the ship. So I really need to start working on the rear of the ship, including the thrusters. Just misplacing blocks. No! Never mind, just fixed it. Can't wait to see what Tatsumi does with this huge thrusters. And since Tatsumi done the staircase to the cathedral, I will maybe build here 2 or 3 more layers so the floor for the cathedral is done and he can follow up with his interior design maybe there. And after that I will build up the 2 sides of the ship with even more thrusters and more cannons. As you can see, over 60% of the build are done, and I have no idea how many hours I'm spending here. We'll see once Seth edits it and see how long the replays are. The ship now has all of the thrusters and most of the cannons it will need. And those side bits look really cool. And next up, the cathedral that is at the rear of the ship. The cathedral is built Totsumi asked me to put here in something simple, and I'm pretty sure he will redecorate it and turn it into something really epic. Now let's finalize the main body of the ship with the command center. Hello! With the command center done, let's focus on the last bit of the ship. At the bow of the ship I will build a huge cannon here, and the bow itself is inspired by Macrage's honor. Now that the build is done, let's clean up, check the spawn proofing and talk about it a little bit. And to be honest, I'm almost quite sad that I'm already done with my part of the build. At the beginning of the video I mentioned that this whole process took me like around about 24 hours. Just the building process in survival took me about 15 hours. It took me roughly 2 hours to collect all the resources, but to be honest I already had most of them. And Totsumi was a huge help with them. And the process of redesigning this ship took me about 7 hours. And you heard me right, I said redesigning. Because the original design is made by someone called VV04. I'm not sure, Saphirade will surely put the link down in the description. And it is a wonderful design, but it wasn't quite as Totsumi and I imagined this build. So I put, 7 hours redesigning everything. I put a little bit more details here and changed the block palette and stuff like this. But most of my time went into redesigning the front of the ship. This took, I have no idea how long. But I would say it was well worth it regarding how it looks now. And since Totsumi is putting more and more stuff in the inside and has some huge plans for the future here, it's time to get Saphirade and show her what I was doing in the past few days. Saphirade! Ah, there you are. Hi.
Where have you been? Bed's empty. No in-game message. Your elytra is missing. Materials are missing as well. Have you abandoned me? Huh? Tell me.
No. Can you remember that we talked about building some backdrops for our base?
Yes.
I started with the project and
Lord.
already built something in the last few days.
Where do I have to follow you? What in Lord's name have you done? Why is there a Warhammer 40k battleship from the Imperium of Man just outside of our base. What have you done, my dear man?
No worries, the Emperor of Mankind is not our enemy.
Why should I not worry if a Sith Lord is telling me not to worry? I'm going insane, really. But apart from the political side, this is an impressive building, really.
So now you know why I was away for a few days.
Yeah.
Then please fly around and say your opinion. What do you think?
Magnificent, huge, massive, with the sunset just a bit romantic as well. Speechless? Is this a cathedral? What the hell?
Why you even at? There you are. This is so huge, I cannot even follow you.
And we are just outside. I can't imagine what it is to be inside.
Yeah, so like my two favorite parts are the back that you already saw, the huge giant thrusters and the cathedral. Yes.
Can you fly through that lava?
I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay.
I'm not sure if Tatsumi built anything on the other side. Let me try it. Yes, you can. You can.
Wait, I'm following through the huge one.
Yes.
Oh lord. Where am I? What's all this?
I'm still burning. Wait. Okay, so you need to know is this is a project Tatsumi and I talked about, and I did the exterior, and Tatsumi is responsible for the interior. So these power generators and all the farms that you put in and everything else that will be inside is his job, and I was just building the 76,000 blocks on the outside. So for example, this library down there, this is Tatsumi.
Ah, I see. Are the trees like biofuel?
You would have to ask Tatsumi.
Okay, I will do.
So Seth, please come to the front. See my favorite part of this whole build.
Oh my lord. Is that a sea eagle?
Or a hawk or something like this. I don't know how they call it in English.
Man. The shading. What have you done to the shading?
The blue. This is incredible, right? So it was like inspired by the Space Marines. Like they are blue and maybe some gold on their armor and stuff like this. So I wanted to have the front of the ship in those colors, and I tried with like different shades of blue and green to work in here.
I see, yeah.
So you can imagine like it was back in the old days, it was all blue, and then because of the space travel, the blue like vanished a little bit and got lighter, and you also have some dirt on the side, so it's a green, so it's like oxidized, and I don't know. It's gotten older.
Yeah, I get the idea, and I'm really impressed by that. Good job so far, really.
Thank you.
You know what that means? Step up your game for our base.
What? This is for our base.
But what I really find impressive, and I don't know who of you two did that, besides this huge project, which is just magnificent, really awesome job on that.
Thank you.
It's bomb-proof.
It is bomb-proof.
I haven't seen a single mob, and we are flying around here by night. I was scared that a creeper comes up or something, but nothing comes up here, really.
Tatsumi and I were very strict with the bomb-proofing.
Yeah, I can see that. Great job, really. Well done.
And to be honest, it's so huge, Miss Editor, you have to put like some numbers on the screen how long and wide this thing is, and maybe high, so you have like a concept of how huge this is. I used up 3 elytras and I think 2 shulker boxes of rocket just flying from the shulker boxes to the place I was building, and back and forth. Inventory management in Minecraft is a catastrophe, so even more flying back and forth, back to, oh, I missed some blocks, I fly back to the base. So 3 elytras, like 1.5 to 2 shulker boxes of rockets, a few bebes, totals of undying were broke as well, horrible. Such a huge build, so many kilometers flying.
But Duffy, now that we're flying around the outside for a bit, and I will do like 10 times more, 15 times more, I don't know. Can you show me the inside, please?
So on a small island here, out of necessity almost, we built a water elevator here. So if you want to bring like villagers and animals in here, so Tsutsumi and I, we have a possibility to do so. And this was the first room I built here, and I had all my shulker boxes of materials. And to be honest, Seth, showing you everything, it's a huge test, but let me at least show you, besides the room with the huge thrusters, the main room in this battleship, the cathedral. If you would go up here with me, by the way, this is the only room that I built also the interior for, because Tsutsumi said the original design by VV04, if I'm correct. He liked it a lot, and he probably decorated a little bit here, but the original design was so nice that he said, please at least skip that. The rest of the rooms are redesigned, but this is the main room here. You see the llamas, and here is the place to be.
But I have to say, walking through this room, it gives up the same vibe as a cathedral would. It's very tall, and you feel very small. And hey, that rhymed. And it has something like holy to it.
And Saphirade, this year is probably, you're looking in the wrong direction. This year is probably my favorite room of the whole base. I know it doesn't look like much, but it's like you have a build where you have the possibility to look at the underside of it. I don't know, it's like a secret view that you normally want to get. That's why I like it.
Yeah, I can understand that. Usually that's really not a view you can get often. You know what it reminds me of? It's Zeppelin.
Yeah, you're right.
And the moment is over, but another thing I really like about this room is when the sun is just rising up and you have the shaders on, then you have like a small piece of light coming through the windows in here, and it gives off like, you know, when the sun is shining in your room and you see the dust particles? That's the vibe that gets in here. Really, really like it.
So Seth, I would say at least once we should go back to our base and change the render distance.
Yes,
and
please.
Check out how this huge ship looks from our base. Oh my god, Seth, what have I done? What have I done?
It's massive, really.
I am quite shocked. It's to be honest, it's the first time I'm seeing it as well, and I thought this, yeah, in the distance it will be nice, and it's huge. It's humongous. It's so massive. Looking at it from our base, I'm shocked. I'm not sure if this was a mistake, Seth.
I mean, in the best case,
yeah,
it goes further.
And doesn't turn around to our base. Jesus Christ. So Seth, I put on my shaders, and I'm pretty sure that's the same that you are using, and I am still in shock and in awe, and it's so massive. It's so huge. I don't know. I don't know what to say, Seth.
I mean, you did a good job on creating the feeling you probably have if you would live in that world. How you would feel if they show up.
The mankind comes to your world and you just feel tiny and insignificant. I know it's a huge build, Seth. I built it myself, but I'm honestly shocked how huge it still is looking at it from our base.
What I have to say is that the block palette you choose really enhances the detail on the build from the far now, because you show me the design of VVO, what was it?
I think VVO4. Yeah, it was mostly all stone.
Yeah, and now that you change the blocks, it's really enhancing the detail also from a distance, and you can really differentiate the parts of the building. So that worked really nicely, also from this far away.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm I'm pretty proud of the front of the ship. It looks it looks.
It's even glowing from here. So really, that's great. And you see also the light shades and everything. So great job, really. You pat your back.
Yeah, here's my back. Pat me on it. Thank you.
It hurts. You have fronts on, so.
Thank you so much for watching me build this monstrosity, and please enjoy the B-roll that Saphirade prepared for us. Subscribe if you like it, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye bye.